Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of your Frederish podcast. My name's Gary, and I'm your once again host for today. Tell me, how are you doing today? How's everything going? Well, I'm recording in a different day because last Friday was a pretty busy. Last week was a pretty busy week, and I personally thank my friends at the Frederish Idiomas for their patience and comprehension and allowing me to record this video, this podcast, this audio, these words, you will, on a Monday. So that's what I'm doing today. So yeah, no TGIF just as usual. But yeah, we're gonna talk today. I'm gonna talk with you guys about the future, not only the future of money, but what I believe to be the future of humanity. That is the blockchain technology. Well, maybe you never heard this word before, so let me just make it easier for you. I'm gonna talk today about crypto coins or cryptocurrencies. Yeah, certainly this is something you've already heard about. Yeah, that's it. So what is the blockchain that I mentioned, which is apparently correlated to the crypto? Yeah, it is totally correlated. Is cryptocurrencies only, or crypto assets, no matter what kind of crypto we're talking about, money, coin, assets in general, they're all totally dependent, not only correlated, not only associated, but dependent on this technology called blockchain, and I want to talk a little bit about it too, of course, inevitably, right? Also, of course, the title of this episode, we're gonna talk about money. We're gonna talk about like, is it possible to make money from it? Yeah, I think that everybody knows, it's no news that there are a few hundreds of people all over the world who made themselves millionaires, some of them billionaires, by just simply because they bought Bitcoin, lots of Bitcoin 10 years ago, 15 years ago, or even more, right? When it was lower than $1 worth of it, right? So yeah, some of them are billionaire today, millionaire, just because of that, right? Well, the purpose of this episode is not being technical, right? First, because I'm not a specialist, okay? I am a buyer and holder, so to say. I'm an enthusiast of the topic. I am myself learning more and more about this technology, but I know enough to tell you that this is the future. Unless we have a catastrophe, like in a global reach, so to say, this won't be destroyed. There won't be a setback for it, okay? Of course, this is a very critical topic because there are hundreds of cryptocurrencies, crypto assets, okay? If you don't know the meaning of the word asset, this is a very important word. It spells ASSET, okay? It is what we call in Portuguese ativos, okay? Like anything that can potentially bring money to you, okay? So yeah, there are hundreds of crypto assets. I'm gonna say crypto assets because there are crypto coins, there are NFTs, and there's the blockchain technology in general, which I will also talk a little bit more about it. So go grab your cup of coffee, water, cold water, or soda, or juice. I don't know, because it's a hot day today, and I'll be waiting for you. All right, so as I said, the purpose of this episode is not being specific because I'm not a specialist, because there's no time for it, okay? If you're interested about the topic, I totally suggest you read the book called Blockchain in 25 Simple Steps, all right? It is a Brazilian book, as far as I can tell. I have it, I read it a few years ago, and it is so didactic, like it teaches you about the blockchain technology, which is not as hard as it seems, that some people may say, but also not as easy, not a simple thing, definitely, okay? It is possible and manageable to understand it, to live with it in terms of understanding it, but it's not like something like anyone can understand, right? You have to have a little background on technology, on internet, which I honestly believe anyone on their 30s, late 30s, early 30s, or even younger, the youngsters will easily get it, easily catch the essence of the topic, right? So trying to make it as shorter and as simpler as possible. The blockchain technology derives from the fact that we have multiple computers connected all around the world. Okay, it doesn't mean that every single computer is contributing to the blockchain, of course not. But there are millions of computers out there that are doing that. Okay, this is a process called mining. Okay, that is the creation of the cryptocurrencies. Okay, let's start off with the Bitcoin. So 2008, 2009, the dawn of the crypto era. There were hundreds or tens of hundreds of computers out there. They started doing that, and then more people started coming to it. More people started mining. Okay, and there was more Bitcoin out there. Okay, so it was easier to mine, to produce, to create Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm kind of getting out of the road right now. Okay, so basically this is the blockchain. Okay, the connection of like computers all over the world connected by the internet or anything related to it. There's lots of internet types as far as I can tell, but anyways, there's a deep web, and but anyways, let's just say the web, the internet. So they're connected, and they're proving the existence of lots of codes that cannot just simply be changed, removed, erased by one of the computers, okay, without 99.99% of the others, not to say 100% of the other computers involved, to agree with you, okay? And there is a strict protocol, meaning like, hey, this is how it goes, okay? So it's not something that a computer can hack into it and just destroy it. One computer cannot hack, The only possible way to destroy Bitcoin, it would be, as far as I understand, of course, let us just make it very clear, but the only possible way to do that would be if all the computers, all the miners would conjunctly, together at once turn it down, Maybe not even that, but that's one thing, you don't have to be that much of a smart person to understand that it's almost impossible, right? The only real possible way for it to stop existing is if internet stops existing, okay? And let me ask you this. Do you believe it is possible that internet will stop existing one day, spontaneously? No, it would require a catastrophe, a global catastrophe, right? Yeah, that's it. Okay? We're not here to say I don't believe this. We're gonna have that. Or I don't expect we having anything even close to it. So that's why I'm a big enthusiast of the Bitcoin technology. I know I didn't cut it to the details. As I said, this is not the purpose of this episode. If you're interested, if you're curious about it, go for it. Go to research, read more about it. Especially this book called Blockchain Básico. Okay, it's I don't know. I think it's a Brazilian, but it's irrelevant. Just write in Portuguese on Google in Portuguese. 25 steps, Bitcoin 25 steps. You're gonna find it. It's a blue cover. Just jump into it. You will understand what the blockchain technology is, and it is something miraculous. It is something that really has come to stay. All right, so passing forward from 2008 to 2008 to 2024, okay, March 2024, when I'm recording this very audio. What do we have today in terms of cryptocurrencies? And again, in terms of crypto assets, well, we have crypto coins, the most famous and the one with the biggest potential, okay, in all senses, of course. The NFTs, which I personally do not think much about. Like, I don't think there's too much hype into it, And just between you and I, guys, this is something that goes even more for money laundering than anything else. Like they're selling ridiculous quote unquote piece of art for millions of dollars. Okay, and they aren't even quote unquote real. Yeah, it may sound like a contradiction, but money can perfectly not be a real thing, because at the end of the day, that's what it is. I probably said that before on our episodes here about money. Money it's a number, okay? So it makes total sense that money is like can evaporate, like because like for example, the minute I make you a Pix, the money evaporate. That amount of money evaporates from my account to yours. Okay, so it's not something. It can be. It has been something touchable. Okay, as paper, as metal. All right, but it will gradually. But at the end of the day, it is not. Okay, it is much more a concept than anything else. Okay, you doubt that? Go to a desert island. You and someone else with millions of money, dollar for example, and then start starving. You will see that the coconuts up in the trees will worth like thousands of dollars, or if not millions of dollars. Because yeah, that's it. At the end of the day, I said that before. I remember vividly saying that before. But at the end of the day, what we have are the goods and services. That's all. So it makes sense. As for the arts, pieces of art, okay, well, Mona Lisa, for example, is a piece of art worth millions because it is physical. You're gonna look at, be close to, something that Da Vinci himself painted, touch it, put his fingers on it. For some people, myself included, this is not worth millions, right? I wouldn't personally pay millions to have it in my house, but lots of people would, okay? I know the same concept may be applied to NFTs, but here's the point. I believe that art should be touchable, okay? I'm open to change my mind. I will gladly say that in the future, but that's it. NFTs, guys, again, I'm not in a position to recommend anything, but just let me say that I don't have any intention of investing in NFTs, okay? So far. Again, I may change my mind. The other things like the blockchain, it is a kind of a online stationery, okay? Sorry, I used the wrong word here. It's not a stationery, sorry. It's a kind of an online office, registration office. That's it, okay? It's a kind of an online and worldwide and public with capital P, big P, online registration office, registration bureau, okay? So today we have to go to the physical registration offices to sign, to register things, having physical material there. But little by little, they're converting themselves to digital, and inevitably in the future, it will be 100% digital. There won't be a reason to be physical, because again, just like money, registration is a concept, That's it. That's the thing. Like, if you marry someone, before being something physical, it is a concept. I don't know if I'm making myself clear here, but that's why I don't. I have to make this distinguishing understanding about what is exactly crypto, and why is it so indestructible. It is so indestructible because we're talking about concepts before anything else. NFTs are totally something else. That's why I don't quote unquote trust them today as crypto assets. All right, but let's talk about the coins, okay? The crypto coins. Let's go for it. Guys, when I say crypto coins, I include I forgot what they call it, the tokens, okay? There are crypto tokens. Yeah, this is something I can kind of understand the existence, okay? Because again, a token before anything else is a symbol, okay? It's a symbol. Let's just leave it like that. Just like money, okay? So when I say crypto coins, technically crypto coins are one thing, and crypto tokens are something different. Okay, I'm not gonna go specifically into the details here, but my point here is you can buy them all today. Okay, it's the easier asset you can acquire today. I'm not saying it's the only easy, but it is the easiest. Okay, let us just make a quick comparison here. For example, you want to buy dollar. Okay, you don't just buy dollar from your computer. I mean, you can buy, but yeah, I mean, you can buy, but it's from your computer. All right, but it is a little harder than buying crypto today. Okay, you want to buy gold? It's way harder than buying crypto. Okay, you want to buy a house? No words necessary here, right? So yeah, okay, it's the easiest. Okay, but of course you have to be careful. All right, you have to understand what each one of these assets. Not because they're easy to buy, they're accessible, it doesn't mean that they're good all the time, all of them. You have to be responsible about it. Okay, so kind of trying to answer the question proposed in this episode: is it possible to make money out of it? Money on crypto? Yes, it is totally possible. Just take the beginning of the history. Lots of millionaires and billionaires out there. I think the fairest question here, although not the best question to be put in the title, but yeah, you guys understand and will forgive me. But the fairest question here and the best question here to you guys is it something viable? Is it something easy? No. It is not easy. Making money should not be easy. Okay, maybe it is easy. Maybe it was easy for Michael Jackson to come up with all those dancing and singing, but he was a genius. It's not something easy to anyone. You get my point, right? So if you make money easy with something, it's your talent. Okay. Otherwise, it is something that it may be something kind of questionable. But yeah, that's up to you. But in the real world, in the regular world, let's just say that it is not easy. So cryptos aren't easy investments to make money, but they are possible. I have myself made a few bucks. I'm not gonna mention figures here because it's something personal, but I am kind of smiling right now when I say that, so you guys can start wondering. Yeah, and I've developed a strategy. I'm not gonna give it up right now, and even ever. It's something personal again. But here's the thing, it is at the end of the day just like any other asset. If you start making, if you start investing or trading, as they say, with dollar, the concept is like you're gonna buy it at one price and sell it at a B. You're gonna buy it at A price and sell it at B price. B being more expensive, bigger than A. That's the whole basis. That's the foundation of investing, And you can pretty much do the same with the cryptocurrencies. There are, I'm not gonna say hundreds, but lots of brokers, online brokers. What is a broker? A broker is a responsible, be that physical or digital. Today it's almost 100% digital. But it is a company responsible to, for processing your investments, okay? So a broker is a platform, an online platform, preferably, in which you will sign up, you will get registered, get all the necessary information connected there, and you're gonna start buying and selling, being allowed to buy and sell the crypto assets. Okay, let's say crypto coins. Can you do that differently? Of course you can do that differently. The whole principle of crypto coins is not being dependent on anything. So how could you do that? Yeah, you would have to buy something called cold wallet. A cold wallet, it's kind of to make a physical comparison, it is a little bit similar to a HD memory. Okay, external memory device. For example, if you have had one, if you're old enough to have had one, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But let's just say it's a kind of a flash drive, a little bigger, in which you will stick it up in your computer and you get download and upload basically the codes. Okay, let me just make this big parenthesis. Cryptocurrencies aren't anything but codes, but long codes, long sequences of numbers. Okay, so you're gonna download them and you have it. It's there. There's no way someone can take that away from you, unless, of course, physically, and this person would have to. You would have to give up the code, okay? Because there will be a code, a key, a password for the person to access that. Without the password, nothing can be done, okay? There are cases of people who literally lost the opportunity of being millionaires. They lost millions just simply because they forgot a password. Yeah, that's real story, guys. No fake news here. So because anyways, I'm not gonna. I would ask, like, what has happened to those codes that are lost? I mean, sooner than later they'll be expelled from the system, but years later, like once it gets really clear that no one's gonna claim them, no one is gonna come back to withdraw them. I don't know. Anyways, I'm not 100% sure. Not gonna say anything about it. But the point here is, can you buy it directly without a broker? Yes, you can. What are the pros? Much safer, okay? Of course, provided that you have a good memory to never ever forget the password you made for the cold wallet, of course, okay, hopefully. Second, provided that you're smart enough to keep it safe, to not just be careless with it, so you won't lose it. But even if you lose it, if you have the password, maybe you can just get it back. I don't know, I'm not sure right now, but if you have the password, the only thing you cannot do is like losing or giving up the password, all right? But like, what is the point with the buying through brokers? That's what I'm doing right now, okay? Buying through platforms, online platforms. What are the cons? It's more dangerous because well, the platforms, before anything else, they're companies, okay? And they may bankrupt, right? If they bankrupt, you're bankrupt with them, at least as far as those investments go, right? But this is kind of a remote situation. Of course, it is interesting. You keep following the companies, okay? You buy from a respected and known and big company. I'm not gonna name any names here. I don't even know if I can do that, and I wouldn't, because there's no sponsoring here. So you guys go figure it out. But there are some of them big, and the only word of advice I would do here that may sound a little contradicting to what I'm saying right now is that don't buy through banks, okay? Because banks will tax you. They will charge you to do that, okay? And your income, your profits will be reduced, okay? There's no reason to do that. Am I saying that brokers won't charge you? They will, but it's way cheaper, okay? Take my word for it, guys. If you want to start investing, all right, so I have a broker. So you have a broker. You sign up to an online platform in which you can buy and sell online. Through your computer or your cell phone, if you will, crypto assets. So what do? Well, this is the second stage. You have to start understanding which ones are more or less safe. Okay. There have been cases of cryptos plunging, not dropping. They go up and down. They drop. That's normal. That's something that any crypto asset is subject to. But there's recent history. Okay, in recent history of cryptos, crypto coins plunging, meaning they're worth, I don't know, $50, and then a few months later they're not even worth one cent, literally, okay? Which is the case of Shiba Inu, for example. There's Terra Luna, so you have to be heads up to all these things, okay? But there are the good guys like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano. These guys are more solid projects. Again, guys, I'm not even legally allowed to suggest anything. So for Christ's sake, I'm not suggesting you anything other than go check it out, like learn about it, okay? And then when you learn, okay, first of all, the concepts, which I kind of summarize at the beginning of this episode, and then of course go check out the projects, because the cryptos, each one of them, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, are nothing but projects, okay? Go study, go read more about each one of these projects, okay? I'm just mentioning the ones with a more solid history, a more solid structure, okay? Technically speaking, right? We're not talking about anything physic here, right? But that's it. That's the whole thing. If you want to start making money out of it, you have to do lots of reading, lots of studying. Money doesn't come easy. That's what I'm saying from the very beginning of this episode, and I hope I have successfully summarized this subject. Maybe I can bring some more information in the future about it. We can do a part 2 episode, but that's it for this very one episode today. Thank you very much for your lovely company. This is all for today. I see you in the next episode. Bye.